One, thank you for being with me this evening. I'm so great, but very tired. Why? Because yesterday night was and a full night by my own. Why? Because being working in the analysis debate, we are so longer a whole very tired in me. Why? Because then many times others fault me blame so without the bigger production, and there isn't a bigger production, but our analysis being so different. What they blaming on in other channels, in others enterprise, with others companies, we spill our running all by the entertainment. Here at the Infinity Vision, in this program, are unprofessional analysis and proof me. The song of speech on are true and needed some word very proof and not an fakeness one, because what us true is not fake, because what us let others want beware are someone are not faking at work who other channels blaming, no, who other sons let our folks get in the owner garden brine, someone realize. But whatever, uh, grasping at the matter today more easier is why at the presidency today are jeopardizing, no? And so then we visit town in at the office because being at the president without the homeland are jeopardizing really and full is drinking. Many saw today in at the White House happen. Why? Because I know wherever one may be there. No, and as you know, Joe Biden was more than 3 times running by the president, and because racist comment, and because other son him pull out rather can be the winner. No, but wobbly the owner political advisors are not let them know greater um, greater sons that support themselves. In the one hand, for example, they not have a the better cluster by realize, at of all at the job them being doing. In the other hand, they, for example, are in the party with many times or are journeying and a fraud in our election because, as you know, are not at the first time then found out by harvesting ballot, then in other time are blaming like that in other selection, but as important is not so. As important is, for example, who then today are amongst the oil production. The oil production are some who normal and some who very need but the life from the human being today. And you know who many fertilizers being spent through the world because of the oil production? You know who many songs we are you alive around your owner being spent by the oil production? Now you do who many ships not alone by industry, that you spend every single day has holding oil. So? I don't think so. Why? Because if you are an upgrader, you will know how many things being spent because of the oil production. If you have your computer in a your household, if you wear your smartphone, you beware. Other MasterCards are the same buttons, are the same operational system, are the same computer, are the same pneumatics by the car. are blamed all because of the oil production. Why? Because the world have not so advantage today, but granite wars with a greenly ones. Because the world have not today so advantage, but whatsoever around your owner being blade recycle and not have to take a more advantage by being some who blame because of natural resources we are so aggressive by our environment. Any political worker or any more if are running by the presidency by the most powerful today's world land in the world me grant these wars. Why? Because then at only cause pin screening at the eyes wars is knowledgeness in matter. Because what they needed is still a war a true and be more aware what is the reality. Because although California, New York, India, UK, or other land we are drafting today at solar cars or ecological cars, at pneumatic they spin and other some we are in there at the same automotive one are blamed because oil production. The clothes you spend are blaming because of the oil production. Your pants, shoes you wear when going at the park, at color by the dog, many songs in the world, and are so patsy, told out, you meet going amongst the oil production. Are not the same spill of war. You have other thinking by being more friendly without the oil production and get other resources. For example, others organization we are working every single day by the same production being not damaged and being disastrous without the same environment. Are not the same support, for example, ISO and others organizations are ready to become friendly. Our other production we are very needed because fertilizants, vitamins, clothes, car pneumatics, computers, smartphones, and lot of source fully involved being planned because oil production and of on being you among so is alone. Let others you perish in the matters knowledge. So are important, for example, know who them being in the same song radar can being congruent, blaming other song who in the program behind me realize there. Not that is a strategy we not let them be the winner or regardless have better lightings by themselves today and rather than so the force now know who really want others will be more squishing in the political matters like the President Donald Trump. No, and other song we are so important, pull it on today in at the table, being what Nancy Pelosi found out by the 25th Amendment when here a Democrat one being shamed and anytime going at the church and speak what truly happened in the Bible harvesting song. And what so did alone being knock at them like apologize or pretend nothing arise. So but are someone at the world which not. Why rather than them like Democrat being behind at the church and there go off at the truth happen and be in a deeply investigation matters because at the Bible harvesting and not do so because are real, because are shame, because them a fire at the truth being discovered. If not, they shall be today, just as the President Donald did when impeached him behind did not a fire. Why? Because told through Eben. And what's going on? At the real investigation realized so big and a fair one. Trueless. But what rather than going a Democrat once puts up President Donald once more behind the church and let them no progress more in what they found because it's not all what happened. The immigration reform have longer time hoping by being working by the Congress, but what they did and preferred rather than in a job in the matter be impeaching them. What they a Democrat want the which is blowing behind at the church. Why do so naked behind the media communication? We are the same because as you know they are China. The media communication, for example, CNN and Twitter and others media communication are being holded because of the same leftists. As you know, how many won't be not the president of censoring because of Twitter for being pro Donald and in others many media communications. It's not true. And they now spill this shape by the word thought regardless of them are innocent one because naked self. Are so patsy think so, but are more patsy than pretend the world prove more on them it didn't go in at the church because rather than being full of attack at the President Donald today because of the 25th Amendment they shall wish this blower behind at the judgment behind at the one will not invest them what happened because at the ballot harvesting today. Well, being so by the matters, how you are the next Monday by me are so tired at the week and prove me we have a funny weekend and everyone be coming in one be with me in the weekend. You know, me have many times over there, but may have any clash with so it wanna be with me or pretend going in my time slightly moments is so great by my own. Thank you so much for watching and see you next.